The United Nations Security Council is holding a high-level open debate on climate and international security. This comes ahead of the UN's COP26 summit in November. The meeting will highlight the growing security risks posed by climate change. Will Denslow joins us live from New York for more on this. Well, there are calls for the Council to directly link climate change to international security.
That's absolutely right, Steve. What we're expecting, according to a concept note ahead of this meeting, is for Council members to hear how climate change poses an ever stronger and more destructive force, and the risk that brings for violent conflict in certain parts around the world. We're likely to hear from Council members about what more can be done to include the risk presented by climate change when it comes to peace-building efforts going forward. We're expecting to hear from Ireland, that is chairing this meeting, to try and deepen awareness. Of course, this is a subject that's already been picked up by a number of regional groups around the world, including ASEAN, who recognise the threats that climate change do pose to peace and security. There are a few things that we'll seek to hear from this Council meeting when it comes to what tangible actions can be taken. One is what more can be done when it comes to incorporating the risk presented by climate change to peacekeeping efforts, also climate change impact on peace and mediation efforts, as well as what peace and security can do when it comes to conflict prevention strategies.
Will both US and China sit on the Security Council? What differences are there in how they view the matter?
Well, this isn't the first time that the Security Council has met on this particular topic. It was last broached when the United Kingdom held the rotating presidency of the UN Security Council back in February. What we understand is about a dozen of the 15 Security Council members are in favour of incorporating more of this topic of what more can be done to incorporate the risks of climate change into peace and security. We understand that 3 nations currently on the Security Council aren't in favour of such a move being adopted, at least at the Security Council level. We understand that China, Russia, as well as India, of course 2 of those nations, China and Russia, are permanent members of the Security Council with veto-wielding powers, are against it. As far as we understand it, the reason for those objections is the likes of China and Russia believe that this is a matter for the United Nations when it comes to addressing climate change, but they believe that the challenges when it comes to the climate impact should be a sustainability and developmental issue, and one that should be tackled by other agencies within the UN and kept away from the Security Council. Despite those objections, though, we can still expect some Council members to be pushing to see what more the Security Council itself can be done on this subject.
All right, many thanks. Will Denslow there for us in New York.